kill him. Oh, door open magically. Look at that. Hey, you.
This hospital seems to be falling apart.
Good evening, sir.
But in the
Julie, I'm trying to do
circumstances,
Good evening,
I'm
Mr.
willing to
Goswick.
give you the benefit of the
How are you?
It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
What? That's very
How
concerning.
painful is your throat?
So painful.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Finally.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
I have to go now, sir.
Oh no, shit. Wait.
Don't waste your time with me.
This bitch is talking in my ear nonstop.
Good evening, Mr.
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Don't get messed.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Please, Jonathan.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have the cross again.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of
The
events.
heck is that sound?
The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a living paradox. He keeps telling me to look. Oh my God. Yo. Yo. What happens if we kill him?
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please,
Too early.
go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
What am I,
The
Hitman?
Stool, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
What? I already met everybody outside though. What you got in here? Ooh, look at that. Okay. anything else? Ooh. So he didn't, oh, what the heck? He didn't have, oh, it is outside. He didn't have I guess, a letter from the war that he served. Can we talk to Swansea again, or is he going to tell us to leave?
Do you need something, Jonathan?
Oh, we can. Oh.
I have just a few questions.
Then ask away. I'm at your service, Doctor.
You
Yes,
mentioned
brotherhood.
something about a secret society. A brotherhood, if I recall. Could you elaborate?
Certainly.
How do Skulls come into existence?
The name means slave. The
What?
etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend to despise them.
I can see why they attack my ass.
Just for clarity, what differences are there between myself and a Skull?
A skull is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
Okay.
We'll see each other again soon, Edgar.
Okay, I guess that's it. Okay. So, talk to hospital benefactors. Out here. I thought I met everybody. I was already over here. There's nobody over here. It's this person.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough.
Boy, cover your mouth.
Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
He's so tall. He's so much taller than everybody in this game.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but I
But
rather
of course
urgent
not.
matter first.
She's not gonna answer.
Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Yeah, I have questions first.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
I'll gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
What do you mean? You don't want me to
Dr.
eat it?
Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
You're a vampire, right?
What are your expectations?
Or you
Please
just
be
killed?
precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Oh, she doesn't even know who it is.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My
How do you know that?
suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid.
Oh, she's...
Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Oh. I just sound like she's
Please
speaking from
continue.
experience.
Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
Whoa.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
What's the difference between these?
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
Who?
I'll meet that woman now.
I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
And by the time you answer, I'm gonna already have the answers to it, huh? It's gonna be one of those games. I'm gonna learn at the end of the game when I already know everything. Hey, you. You. What was I supposed to do? Did I talk to you?
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why
Why?
is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
Oh. Oh. Your wife's not a pissed you off.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
No, I can't talk to him. What? Wait, what? Where's that? Investigate citizens' actions. What?
How can I be sure I'll not find your unconscious body in the house again?
I promise you, you'll not find my unconscious body.
For God's sake, how can you say such a thing?
How can you refuse to listen? I tried to warn you for so long.
No, I won't let my only son die. You promised me you'll stay alive.
Your son lied to you, like the whole world lies to us.
Is he? Oh my god. We're dealing with this?
I understand you must be very angry about this unfair situation. I managed to arrange to have you buried in the same mass grave as your
What? How do I investigate?
might have.
Is it over here? Oh, nice. It's right here. What is this?
You don't mind if I search your pockets,
Oh.
do you, sir?
Oh
You
no!
won't need any of these anyway. I'm not stealing from you, mister. I'm only redistributing your belongings to people who need them more than you. You see, no one has claimed your body, sir, so it would be such a shame to bury you with your valuables. I will not forget you, sir. And I thank you for your generous donation.
So everything I buy from him is basically stolen from the dead. He's a grave robber. been appointed as a medic by mistake. Level 18? Yo. There's no way I can even freaking fight that thing. I'm guessing I can't come over here until later on. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Oh, wait. Why did I not search this before? Wait. Isn't that what I needed? Yeah! Can't make anything else. Okay. Actually, I could probably just go through here. Where is he? You.
Hey, Doc.
You're lucky to be alive, Mr.
This
Yeah,
place.
yeah. Give you.
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Bitch!
I'll leave you for now.
Why you guys be so mean?
Are you then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
Tends to remain a gang leader after his recovery.
I'll
Really sure
leave
your
you
wife
for
already
now,
took that
Mr.
over.
Cox.